Hi, Lightbrite back, Chapter 22, Discrepencies in Letters. When I left off, we had left Jamie working at Tirecraft, which I negotiated him a wage of $20. Colin seemed to note that he saw a $17 pay and a $20 pay and proceeded to put in his decision letter that Jamie was doing fine in his job as a mechanic. He even got a raise. Anyways, he did end up leaving Tirecraft. There was too much ridiculing, and it wasn't very nice there either in the end, because I don't know, maybe the bosses feel stupid for hiring him. I don't know. The guy's a lovely guy. Anyways, I got him a job at Ford, Kicking Horse Ford, right? All these jobs came with the Medicare and extended health care, because that is what we needed, was extended health care, because of the fact we have to pay $308 a month on top of our MSP, which is $108. So it's over $400 for us a month just for our health care benefit packages. Okay, so now then the second page of that first letter goes on to tell Colin, as this is only one of many aspects that Mr. Larwell is having with regards to his TBI, I will concentrate on only the work aspect of it for now. These are all symptoms that Jamie shows day in and day out and are all confirmed in the medical report section of Mr. Larwell's claim file. Having acknowledged these facts, this is how it is affecting his work. Not understanding schematics, not remembering how to take things apart, problems putting things back together, gets very tired quickly due to not being able to actually have an uninterrupted sleep, averaging only 3-hour increments at the most every night post-injury. He has never slept an 8-hour stint yet in all this time. Stress of not being able to pass examinations to reach certifications due to memory loss issues. He knows if he can't pass those exams, he will be terminated. Full understanding, if not certified, present job will be terminated. He was totally in panic of this. Presently unable to cover debt load that is accumulating due to wage loss. So we had very much high debt at this, and it's funny, and all you guys out there that are injured knows probably this same aspect. Everything goes fine with all these employees of WCB unless you disagree with what they're telling you, and if you bring up or mention the money aspect. When you bring up the money aspect of the whole situation, which is the grassroots of the whole thing, they talk over you and shut down the conversation. This happens to everybody. Everybody. Everything is fine till you mention money or disagree with what they said. Up until the very end letter, where we got a little bit of a payout this year, December 8th, to pay off our debt, which the debt isn't all gone, but it brought it down so that the wolf went away again. I had no idea of what money was, what or how much, none. And I didn't ask, because I knew if I asked, I would be severely reprimanded, pretty much like a slap right in your face. Like they reach through the phone and slap you. And you're sitting there looking, going, what? I just wanted to know an answer. Everybody out there, I bet you they know that for sure. Unless you've just entered the system. Seeking out the following outcome. Mr. Larwell would like the board to accept the fact that his traumatic brain injury is precluding him from being able to establish a wage that he was making pre-injury, and that assessing him with a Section 23(1) of the Act is not adequate compensation, and allowing for only 26 weeks of training is not enough to balance out his pre-injury wages without incurring an exceptional wage loss and amount of debt that is incurring still to this very moment. Therefore, we request the board reassess his case under the Section 23(3) of the Act. So, you see, even right up until here, this letter I wrote, letter dated September 18th, this was written, September 18th is when it was written for a letter sent to me September 18th, 2008. And I'm still asking them to get him reassessed under Assessment 23(3). I never gave up. and I'm not going away yet. So I suggest to Mrs. Christina Forbes, stick with your husband and stick it out. Get what he needs. Get it for him, because you have 3 children. And if you die, what's going to happen? You need to fight for him because he can't fight. Okay, that's enough of that encouragement thing now. What was the last page here? This is the very last page. When I sent Colin this thing on education, and it says all these different jobs. I told him in his team meeting he had Ina Graham, who was the voc rehab lady, Dr. Rob Hills, medical advisor, Moria Spooner, the team assistant, Dr. Neil Freeberg via telephone, and of course Colin Holt, case manager. You were all there to review the Neuroskype report, which indicated traumatic brain injury. Ina confirmed that Mr. Larwell did pass his 2-year practicum program at SAIT, but failed his certification exams, not once, but twice. It is in the next paragraph, Mr. Holt, that you take it upon yourself to state that even though the reports indicate Mr. Larwell has a brain injury, this in no way precludes him from working in his said position, and he has even obtained a raise. This is in fact a fabrication of your imagination. For my having to find employment with a different company, Jamie never did receive a wage raise. You see, getting and negotiating a price for work to be rendered is the easy part. The hard part is trying to hide his mental memory problems to all the employers that he sees. So, you see, getting and negotiating a price for work to be rendered is the easy part. The hard part is trying to hide his mental memory problem issues to the boss. That was the last sentence. That's how it should probably be read to you. Ridiculous, isn't it? Anyways, that was a letter, and then I did get a review of that decision that he got a raise, and this is what she says in it. She says, it is my opinion that the case manager's statements regarding the workers' pay increases constitutes a finding of fact. That's how she wrote it. Pay increases constitutes a finding of fact. Well, the fact I was arguing was he said that Jamie had gotten a raise. You know, like, so what in the heck, eh? They just rewrite it any damn way that they want, right? That's what it sounds like to me. Anyways, from that decision, he got an award. This was in 2007. It wasn't very much, so what happened was, of course, I'm going to appeal this award because it didn't go through on the right reassessment places. So I did put in for a request for a review, and on top of that, I also put in for a commutation of funds from Jamie's Disability Awards pension award. I wanted to have some money out to get Jamie set up, pay off his debt, pay off the house. Then he could pay his medical, get some dental work done, you know, and go on with life. But that's not what happened. It landed on Mr. Greg Griffith's desk. Now, Greg Griffiths phoned me on, when did he phone me? It landed on his desk on August 30th. So I think he phoned me on just a little ways after that. I don't know. But this is what he said to me here. Mrs. Larwell and I had a long discussion on her husband's partial COM application. The COM purpose is predominantly for mortgage elimination payoff for their principal residence and with some debt reduction matters as well. Okay. In short, I advise that due to their active appeal to the review division of the case manager's August 30th decision, I am precluded from considering the merits of the COM request until the appeal findings are rendered. So actually, he was phoning in a very bad term. He didn't speak to me very nice the first time. He was demeaning and condescending and acting like he was better than me totally. He was very upset because he saw that on there. He even says here, incidentally, I asked Carrie what the student loan would be for, which is approximately $10,000. And Jamie is 35 years old. He was actually very, very mad at me. It is 9:39. I got to sign out. I'm going to sign back in for Chapter 23, Lightbrite out. I hope you come back for the third part to this.